Hello everyone. Today I'm going to deliver the new topic, the birth of thought, which is about the unravelment on the mechanism by which human consciousness, emotions, and thoughts are implemented. Let's get started. The birth of thought. The origin of thought is spirit consciousness. Emotions originate from spirit consciousness. The origin of consciousness is spirit consciousness. The mechanism by which thoughts are born is as follows. The thought is born from spirit consciousness implemented by a spirit which has been born through the Creator's action of the first creation. The human body is created through the Creator's action of the second creation. The thought is born from the consciousness embodied through the human body. The consciousness of the Creator, thought adjuster, the spirit of truth, the spirit of holiness, the birth of monad of spirit consciousness. Then, the matrix for soul consciousness. In the soul consciousness program, the birth of spirit consciousness and the birth of soul consciousness. Then, 12 human emotion codes, 7 human consciousness codes, the meta board where emotions and consciousness are integrated, and the meta-humanoid consciousness implementation system, MHCIS. Computational actions of the brain. Lastly, the birth of thought. Spirit consciousness, or the consciousness of a spirit, originates from the consciousness of the Creator. The Creator puts consciousness into spirit in a spirit. The consciousness of the Creator is contained in the thought adjuster, which is the consciousness with the highest vibrational frequency of the spirit. The consciousness of the Creator stored in the thought adjuster of a spirit can be compared to a compressed archive file. The consciousness of the Creator contained in the thought adjuster is implemented by the spirit of the truth and the spirit of holiness, both of which play a similar role to program that decompress archive files. When implemented without the mediation of the body of a creature, spirit consciousness is called the consciousness of an angel or an energy being. Meanwhile, when realized through the human body, spirit consciousness becomes thought or consciousness. The spirit consciousness created by the Creator's action of the first creation is embodied to the human body that has the energies of spirit, soul, and back combined to the Creator's action of the second creation. In other words, in the human body born through the Creator's action of the second creation, the monad of spirit consciousness of a spirit meets the consciousness of his cognate soul that has been implemented to the matrix for soul consciousness and the soul consciousness program. Then, these two energies, the energy of a spirit and that of its cognate spirit, are combined to be born as the consciousness of a spirit soul. In the human body, spirit consciousness is combined with soul consciousness to become the consciousness of a spirit soul. The consciousness of the spirit soul passes through 12 emotion codes and 7 consciousness codes in the human body again. Human emotion codes and consciousness codes are integrated on the meta board, which is an intangible device existing in the interdimensional space located on the membrane of Shimpo the invisible outer layer of the heart. The consciousness that has gone through the metaboard shares information with the system called the Metahumanoid Consciousness Implementation System, called MHCIS. The MHCIS consists of unconsciousness, subconsciousness, and present consciousness, and it is the space where talents given to a spirit soul are stored in the form of folders. According to Mahayana Buddhism, there is a consciousness called the all-encompassing foundation consciousness, and this consciousness is known to as the eighth consciousness, acting as the fundamental storehouse consciousness to cause the other 7 types of human consciousness. In fact, it refers to the layer in which human consciousness is implemented, specifically corresponding to the layer of subconsciousness or that of unconsciousness located in the MHCIS. The MHCIS is the intangible device through which the action of the human mind occurs. The consciousness of a spirit soul causes all kinds of human thought through the MHCIS. The consciousness of a spirit soul is manifested as various kinds of human consciousness by the action of the human mind that is combined with the data and information that have been brought to this present life. The information of consciousness that has been generated when the consciousness of spirit soul passes through both the metaboard and the MHCIS is transmitted to an imaging device called the brain. The consciousness delivered to the brain is integrated with human memory and sensory information. Then the feedback of information takes place between the brain, the metaboard, and the MHCIS, and the result of this feedback process is perceived by a human being as a thought. The consciousness of the creator stored in the thought adjuster of a spirit is called the archetype consciousness of the spirit. The consciousness implemented by a spirit newly born by the creator's action of the first creation is the monad of spirit consciousness of the spirit, which enables the birth of conscience of the spirit. The beings that only implement spirit consciousness are called angels. The angels existing in Muguk, the universe from the 16th to 18th dimension, or Taeguk, the universe from the 13th to 15th dimension, are implementing spirit consciousness. On the other hand, the angels in the material world of Samtaeguk, the material universe from the 1st to 12th dimension, embody the consciousness of the spirit soul. Also, all creatures living in the material world of Samtaeguk are manifesting their consciousness through a system that implements the consciousness of spirit soul back together. I convey the secret of the grand universe about the birth of thought. I convey the secret of the grand universe about the birth of emotions. Also, I convey the secret of grand universe about the birth of consciousness. The principle by which human thought, emotions, and consciousness are implemented has not been fully understood yet, even if there have been Buddhist attempts based on discourse on the perfection of consciousness only, or the doctrine of mere consciousness. In order to disclose and clarify this principle, I, Captain Udeka, leave this message as a record. December 23rd, 2019, Udeka wrote, translated by Big Bird. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.